This video is made with the sponsorship of Ecrotech New Zealand, one source for all your beekeeping requirements. Hi, Trev here, Trevs Bees on Facebook and YouTube. Today we're going to take some honey off our demo hive. I'm going to use a fume board and I'm going to explain that in a minute, but first off I want to get it set up because it takes a few minutes for the fume board to with the fumes to work. Then I'm going to explain it. So we can have a look in here. We can see that the bees have been putting on a fair bit of honey. I have been in here, had a look to see that we can take some honey off. So first off, I lift the cover off. Give the bees a bit of a smoke. And the first thing I do is I quickly go in here and I loosen all the frames. And you'll find out why I need to loosen them when we come to taking the honey off. I always work from this side, so I've pushed them all that way. I'm going to use this product called Bee Quick and a fume board. So I put about 6 squirts of that on there, a few puffs of smoke, and sit that on the top. Okay, so I'm just going to explain some of the gear that I've got here for how I remove the honey. You can use bee escapes. You can use, as the commercials do, use blowers, take the whole box off, blow all the bees out, have bees everywhere. But of course I can't do that in town here. That would be a disaster. I'd have bees everywhere and the neighbours getting all upset. So what I do is I have made these fume boards. So there's a bit of aluminium, or for the Americans, aluminum sheeting on here, an old towel on the inside with some aluminium fly screen mesh on here. Use this product called Bee Quick, also very good for removing bee swarms out of an area that you don't want them. If they've gone into a hole in the wall, you can spray this in, gets the bees out. The bees don't like it, it's an almond smell. But you need a reasonably sunny day, and it's not the brightest today. Heats this panel up, causes the fumes to go down and chases the bees out. 5 squirts will do a box in about 5 minutes. I then have a drip tray, standard thing available from most beekeeping suppliers. I sit that behind the hive entrance over here, so it comes in behind, and I have a spare box of the same size that I'm taking frames off. In this case, a full depth box. And my curtains, I put one of them over the top. Now the bees can't get inside, or don't go inside there, because that's now covered. I use a frame grip for grabbing the frames. Because I'm not using the hive tool, that's why I had to lift them off or loosen those frames first. And there will always be a few bees left on the frames that haven't moved down. So this is how I make my bee brush. I don't like the standard bee brush because the bees don't like it. They don't mind being shaken, but they don't like being brushed. But with this, they just brush off quite easy. This is a bit of bunch of manuka branches, and this is a bit of conifer. Both of them work equally well, and then I just put a bit of wire around the end, and at the end of it I throw them away. You get a little bit of greenery coming off. Doesn't really hurt because you sieve all the honey anyway, and it's okay. So I like this one is better, and we've had about 5 minutes now. So now bee escapes. We can use bee escapes or clearing boards. It would mean coming here, putting a bee escape down here somewhere below where the honey is that you're going to take off, and they have to be on for about 24 hours to 48 hours, which means that you've got to come to the apiary twice to do that. I came about 3 weeks ago and made sure that this was all okay, and all the queens down the bottom and whatever. So that's where we are. So removing the honey, it's a fairly simple operation. We lift the box, as I said, we've got a couple of bees on here. That's it, all the bees are gone. As simple as that. A beautiful frame of honey. And we put it in the box. Now that was the thing I was going to explain too. We set this hive up as the demo one that we put the nuke in on the 2nd of December, and today we're on the 13th of March. So that's 9 weeks, and in that 9 weeks it has gone from 5 frame nuke to 10 frames as we done the video on, to a second box, and now into a honey box. I've already taken 8 kilos of honey out of this hive, and today I think we're going to get about another 10 to 15. So we just go in, repeat the operation. Now this is not fully capped. I'm not too worried about that this time of the year. So what you can do, just put it up here like that, give it a shake. If no honey comes out, it's probably pretty well matured. I will check that with my refractometer later. Okay, so this is the last frame. Bit messy on this side, pretty good on the other side, not a bad frame. So we've now got an empty box here, full box over there, so now I want to get rid of this box off here. We've got a queen excluder here. And I'm going to remove that. Get rid of this queen excluder because I'm not going to need it anymore. Just chase those few bees away. Going to get rid of all this wax. That's good. So now I'm going to put on a special hive mat, which is just this with a little hole in it. And that's how I'm going to clear my wets after I have finished. So I'm just going to sit that on top, just to leave that there as it is now for this part of the video. So that's it for removing the box of honey. Took 5 minutes. Pretty simple. It's just one way of doing it. It's the way I do it. Got a couple of girls here getting a bit grumpy about the fact that I've removed their honey box. So I'll just give them a bit of smoke to quieten them down. That's it from Trevs Bees. See you on YouTube and Facebook. Thanks.